Hello, welcome to this Technology Enhanced Learning screencast. I'm going to introduce you to the tool Google Forms, which is a wonderful tool used to create digital assessment activities. What is Google Forms? Google Forms is part of the G Suite for Education. You know, G Suite has very many applications. Have Google Sheets, have Google Forms, we have Google Docs. There are very many, as you can see. But we shall basically look at Google Forms. Google Forms is a free online tool that allows collecting information from users through a personalized survey or quiz. And teachers can use Google Forms to create quizzes, to carry out assessment, and many other purposes. How do we get started? All you need is to have a Google account and a gadget like a laptop or a smartphone. So when you have your Google account, you sign in to your Google account. Then you go to Google Apps. After accessing Google Apps, click on the Google Form, then you pick a blank form. I'm going to demonstrate some of these. In this demonstration, we shall see how to access Google Forms, how to create a quiz, how to share or send a form, and how to grade quizzes. So I have to go to my account. So I have to go to my account. I sign in. This is already signed in. Then we have to look for these dots. These are the Google Apps. This is where we find the Google Apps. You click the Google Apps. There are a number of apps we can see there. Then we move. We look for Google Forms. It is here. So we click on Google Forms. As you can see, there are a number of templates. We have this template, we have this party invite, RSVP, but for now I will pick a blank form. This is the interface of my form. There are some things now I need to work on. This form is untitled. As you can see, it is untitled. So I can put the title of my form, what I want to ask about, or my survey, what is my survey about. So let's say it is about Google Forms. It's about Google Form. Then I put a brief description here. Getting started with Google Forms. After filling that part, there is an option for putting your question. What do you want to capture in your survey? Or if I'm giving learners assessment, now what do I need to capture? Maybe I want to find out the name of the person responding. So I put the name. When I put the name, I need to select the kind of response. It can be short answer, a paragraph, multiple choice. So you choose from this. So for this case, it is a short answer. Then, and I want every learner to make sure every learner fills this part. So I go to required. I turn it on. Meaning it is now compulsory for everyone. Before submitting the form, you must have filled this section of the name. So I turn on this part of required. Then I can now move to the next question. The next one I may need to find out the gender. So gender, here it is giving me multiple choice, but of course I don't need multiple choice. I want to use this drop down. I want to use the drop down. So it gives options. One can be male, then option 2 can be female. And again, I want this one to be compulsory for everyone, so I say it is required. I turn this one on. Then I can go to the next question. The next question can be state one advantage of using Google Forms. This one cannot be multiple choice, so I have to check here. This one, I may need a long answer. I need a paragraph. So a long answer text. Learners should be able to type there their answers. So as you can see now, this one, you can type very many things here. So I've selected paragraph. So it is required. I turn this one on. So the next question can be, maybe I want to grade the next question. I want to give it marks. I can make this one a quiz. So I want to give it marks to see who has passed it, who has failed it. So my question can be, which of the following is not a G Suite app? So now this one requires someone to select from a number of options. So this one is going to be multiple choice. So it is already highlighted multiple choice. So I will put a number of options. Can have Google Forms. Option 2 can have Google Docs. Option 3, you can have Google Sheets. Maybe option 4 can be Google Canvas. So it is asking me to select which of these answers, which of these options is correct, is the correct answer. So my correct answer is this. So that is the correct answer. And I want to give it 5 marks, so I come here on points. I add these points, so whoever answers this one will get 5 marks. So that is done. So my form is now complete. There are many other options here. You can import questions from previous forms. You can add titles. You can add an image. So you can explore all these options. Then when you go up here, you can change the theme. You can preview the form. They have settings. So you can explore all these options. The good thing with Google Forms is that you can check responses. You are able to check learners' responses. So for this case, there is no response. There is no response yet. So, but I'm going to show some other form that I created some time back. So the next thing should be to send this form to your learners, or the people you want to access this form or to fill this form. So you click on send. When you click on send, there are many options. You can send via email, you can get a link. When you click here, you'll get a link that you can share with your learners. Let me shorten this link. Click shorten link. then I copy this link. You copy this link, or you can even just send emails. I can send to my learners. For example, I can send to Daphne. So the subject, then you are invited to fill this form. Then I send. Alternatively, I have copied a link. I can copy this link and I send this link on WhatsApp or on email. So there is this form that I created some time back to see the responses. Here you can see, I can see that already 8 people responded to this. So there are 8 responses. So, and it gives you a summary of these responses, as you can see. This is a summary. These are people who have responded. These are their names. They filled the section of their name, gender, telephone contact. This is how they have answered this question. Then also, this is how they have attempted this question. So it gives you the summary. It is able to analyze. It will even tell you who has scored what. So it will grade the learners. So there is summary. So you can even view per individual. You can view per individual. For example, this one is Lois. The name is Lois. She's a female. This is her contact. This is how she attempted this question. Then the other questions. Here she attempted, this is Google Docs. So you can still use these arrows to move to different learners that answered the question. Like this one now, this one is Vand. Vand has answered. This is Peter has answered. James Olala has answered. And this is how he has answered. So Google Forms is an interesting tool, and I just request you to explore more options so that you can get to learn the app better. Thank you very much.